Hello, everyone, and welcome back to your number one source right here on YouTube for all the WWE action. Full review from tonight's Monday Night Raw, live from Charlotte, North Carolina. Now, I am your co host with the very most, Shady Davy D. LaFlair. You can catch me over on the LaFlair Network. And let me introduce to you the host of this show, the man, the myth, the legend, the icon, Ziggy Cruze.
Oh, thank you so much for that warm welcome. And yep, we're going to be talking about Monday Night Raw for February 17th, 2025. And it's coming from you from Charlotte, North Carolina. And it starts with Sami Zayn, and he's demanding a match against Kevin Owens. He wants his comeuppance for what Kevin Owens did, giving him that banned pile driver move. And Raw GM Adam Pearce comes out and tells him that no matter how much he personally would like to see the match, that he can't. Adam Pearce can't sanction the match because Sammy can't get doctor isn't medically cleared to wrestle. So we have an unsanctioned match between Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens signed for the Elimination Chamber. So
Man, yes, Simi and Kevin May are set to go to battle at the Elimination Chamber.
yep,
Man, yeah, we've seen these guys battle before many times over the years, but man, these two guys, man, they can go, man. They will put on a show and might steal the show with these two. You never know.
yep, in their own country of Canada. So the crowd's gonna be hot for that one.
Absolutely.
Yep. Oh, I thought they were gonna save this match for WrestleMania because Sammy and Kevin Owens have been wanting a big WrestleMania match for years. But
Ooh, yeah, they could have done it this year, but man, it sounds like it's already got an action-packed lineup already in the making.
yeah. All right, next up, we have a backstage segment with the Judgment Day, and they're teasing a split, a little philosophical differences between Dirty Dom and Finn Balor.
Yes, will there be a new Judgment Day member? And there was a little bit of talk to that, as you heard. Dom Mysterio was speaking of it, but you
Yep.
never know. Finn wasn't. He wasn't. He was not feeling it, ladies and gentlemen. He was not feeling it. But hey, you never know, man. Why not? It's a group. So
Yep, that's where they're bumping heads, and something tells me that Dom's going to go ahead and recruit a new member, and Finn Balor's not going to like
doesn't sound like it's her.
it. Yep. And back in the match, AJ Styles just dominates. He's a veteran. He just dominates Dirty Dom, and he goes for the phenomenal forearm, and Carlito Cool trips him up, and Dom gets control, and he starts hitting his trademark moves. It's the Three Amigos, the 619, but he isn't able to hit the frog splash. And AJ back in control, signals for the Clash of Styles, but is distracted by Carlito. And Dom attacks from behind. AJ counters into the Styles Clash for the 3 count. And after the match, Braun Breaker shows up to spear AJ, but AJ with the quickness moves out of the way, and Dirty Dom gets the spear. So
Man, those two really kind of had a good match. And look at Dom Mysterio taking on these matches with these big superstars. It was, man, like I said, it's good to see AJ back, and with a little bit of NASCAR promotion going on. That's kind of
yes,
nice to see. Then did we hear some dogs barking? Ziggy Cruze.
yep. Looks like we're gonna have a match coming up. Don't know if it's gonna be Elimination Chamber or if they're gonna hold it for WrestleMania between AJ Styles and Braun Breaker.
Yeah,
And
man. But regardless of the fact, AJ did clean the house when he did show up. And speaking of cleaning houses, Ziggy Cruze, did you see that clean ass catch by AJ Styles when he threw when he got that shirt and he caught it? And that was awesome. I thought it gave me
yeah.
a good giggle. So I kind of like that part.
Actually, after the match, they announced that one of the Creed brothers has been selected as a coach on Cormier's team on the Ultimate Fighter. So that's big news.
Man, that's interesting. I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Yep. I guess with his collegiate wrestling background, his all Americanisms,
Makes sense.
NCAA champions and stuff. I guess Daniel Cormier wants the top guy, and that's what he's getting.
Absolutely, and he should.
Yeah, I mean, big news. Big news for them. I mean, get more eyes on them. So then speaking of Creed brothers, they go backstage with them with Ivy Niles, and she gives them a little rah-rah speech to hype them up, saying by the time Gable gets back, they all need to be wearing gold. And she's going to beat Dakota Kai in a Intercontinental title #1 contenders match tonight, so that she'll be one step closer to having her gold. And Dakota shows up to build up a little interest for this match. And then back from commercial, we go right to the match. We had the #1 contenders match for Lyra Valkyria's Intercontinental title, and the champ is at ringside to get a closer look. And these two they're very evenly matched. I mean, they don't appear on paper to be, but Dakota Kai, she uses her experience to counter Niles' superior strength, and they just went back and forth on this like all night. And neither woman was able to get the advantage. And Dakota Kai, out of nowhere, was able to get the go-to kick and sets up the rematch between her and Valkyria. And I think they said that was going to be at the Chamber.
Ooh,
so another big match for that.
And they did have a pretty decent matchup here tonight, Ziggy Cruze. Thank you for filling us in with that wrestling news. Yes, join the Kingpins live on the LaFlair Network for Kingpins Bowling Thursday nights. Come and check us out, show your support, and check us out every Thursdays for live bowling as we try to climb the USBC Championship in this 2025 season. So please, that's again, LaFlair Network, Thursday nights, live bowling. Come join us. Thanks. And then we had Gunther coming out, cutting a promo through the crowd. And what it is a sight to see these wrestlers come out with the fans and interact. Take it away, Ziggy Cruze.
Yeah, I think he was good to see him interacting with the fans, but he was more insulting them. Kind of call them scum, saying he knows why Jey Uso comes through the crowd because he just liked them. And then he's making his way to the ring and confronts Pat McAfee, and then Jey Uso makes his way to ringside, and officials immediately pull these two apart. So, man, things are really heating up here.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
But yes, I mean, even if there is any kind of heat, is always good heat.
Yep. Oh, they're making money off this program.
Yep. See, it started out slow with a slow little build, but we were seeing it starting to come around. So give them time to cook in that kitchen.
And then Kathy Kelly's backstage with Liv and Raquel, and she brings up the hidden camera footage that came to light last week on SmackDown of them attacking Jade Cargill. But Liv, she keeps changing the subject. Want to talk about Raquel's big match tonight to qualify for the Elimination Chamber against Roxanne Perez. So,
yeah, who do you think it is? Let us know in the comments below. Was it Liv?
No, it most likely was Liv and Raquel. I think we know. I think we know that now.
Guess time will tell. Let us know who you think it is in the chat below.
All right. Up next, we have Pete Dunne getting his revenge, or trying to get his revenge on Penta. And partway through the match, Ludwig Kaiser, he comes out. He's won his revenge on Penta too, and he keeps trying to distract Penta, but Penta overcomes all the odds and hits the Canadian Destroyer for another victory, another strong showing for Penta.
Absolutely, Ziggy Cruze.
Yep.
Ever since Penta has joined the WWE in the big leagues, man, he has been putting on a show with a fast-packed, action-packed. Man, it was.
Yep, he's been on fire.
Absolutely.
Yep. Backstage, Kathy Kelly is with Jey Uso, and he says people keep doubting him, but he's the Royal Rumble winner, and he's going to keep shocking people at WrestleMania when he becomes a world champion at WrestleMania.
Will it happen? We will have to wait and see. But man, what a matchup that's going to be as they finally start building toward this matchup, Ziggy Cruze.
Yeah. Oh, it's getting hot now.
Come and join me Sundays for new episodes of LaFlair. If you didn't see, the last episode is about sanitariums, prisons, the nut house, what really went on at these places. Tune in and see right there on the LaFlair Network. Come join me Sundays, LaFlair. Thank you all. Next up, we had Big Daddy School. Raquel Rodriguez versus Miss Yummy Liv Morgan. And of course, she went on against Roxanne Perez. Ziggy Cruze, here's with that wrestling news.
Yep, and they said this was the official Raw debut of our former NXT Women's Champion, Roxanne Perez. So she's officially on the Raw roster now. And we have an Elimination Chamber qualifying match. And Roxanne, she just has an uphill battle trying to overcome the huge size difference between her and Raquel, and then with Liv at ringside. But lucky for Roxanne, Naomi and Bianca, they come out to get their comeuppance on Liv, and while they're beating up Liv at ringside, Raquel gets distracted, and Roxanne Perez, she gets the win, and she fills out the card for, surprisingly, she's in the Women's Elimination Chamber.
I was not a big fan of this match, but it had a few good visuals that I did enjoy.
Yep. So Roxanne Perez will be joining Bianca, Naomi, Liv, Alexa Bliss, and Bayley in the Elimination Chamber in Toronto.
Right. Did they do it? I guess we're going to tune in and find out who did this to Jade Cargill.
I think they did. Obviously. Liv's fingerprints are all over that.
I think it might be too obvious for it to be Liv in them. So, but I mean, it's obvious. It's obvious.
All right.
We'll see.
And next up is the New Day. And man, they are still getting booed.
Yeah, they got that Dom heat, don't they?
Yep. Oh man, this might be a little bit more than that. Wow, this is bad. And they come out, they talk about Ray, and Kofi says that he has more title wins than Ray in WWE, and he's never left WWE like Ray has. He's been WWE strong for 19 years, and Kofi says because of that, he should be the locker room leader. So,
yep, these guys got all the heat, but man, they got the fans invested and very interested in right now.
Yep. But then the LWO comes out and attacks the New Day, and the New Day literally run away.
Yes, it did. And for tonight's big main event, we had Finn Balor versus Seth Rollins. Take it away, Ziggy Cruze.
Yep, they're fighting for the final position in the men's elimination chamber, and these two are going hard right out of the gate. They fight to the outside, and Seth sets Balor up for the curb stomp on the steel steps, a lot like what he did to Roman Reigns at the Royal Rumble. But Balor's too quick. He slips away and pulls Seth's feet from out from underneath him, causing Seth to hit those steel steps himself pretty hard. And then we go to commercial. They're back in the ring, and Rollins is in control, and he gives Balor the buckle bomb, kind of reminiscent of their first match for the first Universal title match, where Balor got injured in that match from the buckle bomb and had to give up the Universal title. So kind of calling back to that. Seth goes for the frog splash, but Balor gets the knees up. Balor fires up and goes for the sling blade, but Rollins counters into the sharpshooter. Balor makes it to the rope. Rollins hits the pedigree. Balor kicks out. Balor goes to the top, but Seth runs up the turnbuckles, and Balor pushes them off. It's kind of a scary fall that Seth took off the top turnbuckle, and Balor hits a coup de grace on Seth. Looks like Balor has it, but Rollins kicks out right at two and three quarters. Then it goes back and forth till Rollins hits the curb stomp, and Seth Franklin Rollins is going to Elimination Chamber to join John Cena, CM Punk, Logan Paul, Drew McIntyre, and Damian Priest. So that field is filled out.
Man, you are absolutely right, Ziggy Cruze. What a classic! Almost, you can almost call it a classic battle because that's what they did. It was a battle, and these guys put in lots of big spots, man. But Seth Rollins advancing to the Elimination Chamber, and that pay-per-view, Ziggy Cruze, man, is turning out to be an exciting event as we head into WrestleMania. It's going to be Las Vegas, boy.
Yeah, and speaking of WrestleMania, Hall of Fame is coming up. And it's a big Hall of Fame so far with only two people announced, but two big names.
Triple H is being one of them, and who else we got? Ziggy Cruze?
On ESPN, they were interviewing The Undertaker, and Triple H made an appearance, to surprise The Undertaker and end up surprising Michelle McCool. And it was, if you see, go and check the video out, very emotional video. She didn't expect this, and Undertaker didn't expect this, and shows some real emotions.
And I didn't expect this. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, well, we knew it was going to come sooner or later.
Who had not heard there was some Rusev news? Ooh, they might. Let's not say too much because we really don't know, but let's see if there'll be some more Rusev Day.
It's going to be Rusev Day? Rusev Day every day?
A sight to see.
Yep.
But as we close out here, please like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe because any interaction really helps this channel. Please come back next time for all your Raw, NXT, Friday Night SmackDowns, and premium live events, and not to mention the Elimination Chamber. It's right around the corner. So check us out right here at Ziggy Cruze and our wrestling news. And also, people, don't forget about the big gold belt right here, right there, for the 5,000 subscriber right here at Ziggy Cruze and our wrestling news. Now come and check me out over on the LaFlair Network, Kingpins Bowling, Thursday nights, and new episodes of Laird LaFlair on Sundays. Thank you all. Come on back.
Peace.